Hi everyone, let us discuss this example. In this example, they have asked several questions. So let us discuss all those questions one by one. They have given a field, vector field f of xy, which is defined in that way. And the first question, we have to check whether the field is conservative or not. Okay, so find whether the field is conservative. When we say a field is conservative, if curl of a bar is equal to 0, that is, let me write here, del cross a bar is equal to 0, then we say the field is conservative. But see, f of xy is defined in this way, so it has only two components, so it is better to solve in a different way. Let me show you how to solve this problem. Here, let me mention, we have p, that means the first component. What is the first component? It has x cube y raised to 4 plus x, and the second component is x raised to 4 y cube plus y, right? It has only two components. When function is from R3 to R3, then normally we go for del cross a bar is equal to 0. We follow that method, okay? But when it has only two components, that means function is from R2 to R2. So in that case, we find p and q. P means first component, q means second component. We will find partial derivative of p with respect to y and partial derivative of q with respect to x. Let us find. So then derivative of p with respect to y. So when we find derivative with respect to y, we will consider x and all functions of x will be constant. So x cube is constant, right? Derivative of a y raised to 4 is 4y cube. Derivative of x is 0 since we consider constant, okay? And deva q by deva x. Derivative of q with respect to x, y cube is constant, right? Derivative of x raised to 4 is 4x cube. Y is constant, so derivative will be 0. So let me remove this one, it is not required, right? So you can easily see both partial derivatives are equal. Let me mention here. So therefore, derivative of p with respect to y is same as derivative of q with respect to x. So therefore, we say the given field is conservative. Therefore, a bar is conservative. So in this way, we have proved this part. Okay. So let us go further. After that, there is one more question waiting for us. That is, if so, that means if the field is conservative, what we have to do? Find its potential function and calculate it. That is the third part, third question. Getting? So let us focus on this part. Find a potential function. Let us see how to find potential function. So first of all, we'll consider let phi be a potential function of f bar. Okay, so we consider phi be a potential function and we have to find a value of phi. So therefore f bar is equal to del phi. Okay, so let us put the values. F bar, what is our f bar? That f bar I should write here, x cube y raised to 4 plus x, right? X raised to 4 y cube plus y is equal to del phi. That means gradient of phi. Phi is a scalar valued function. Okay, so therefore derivative we have to take derivative of phi with respect to x, derivative of phi with respect to y. Getting? So this is definition of del. So del is operated on phi and we will have this one. See, now we can see, we are saying these two vectors are same. That means we can equate their components. So the first component, so then we can say the first component deva phi by deva x, which is equal to the first component here, x cube y raised to 4 plus x, and the second component deva phi by deva y, which is equal to x raised to 4 y cube plus y. Getting? So this thing we have. So that means we got derivative of phi with respect to x and derivative of phi with respect to y. But what is our target? Our target is to find phi. Okay. So we have partial derivative with respect to x. We will take integration with respect to x. So derivative and integration will get cancelled and we will have the required value of phi. Let us do. So I am integrating with respect to x. Getting? I am integrating with respect to x. Derivative and integration will get cancelled to each other. Let us focus on this term. Y raised to 4 will be constant since we are integrating with respect to x. Integration of x cube is x raised to 4 by 4. Integration of x is x square by 2, right? So when we find integration, obviously we write constant here, constant of integration. Getting? So what I should write here? Plus psi1 of y. Getting? So why I'm writing psi1 of y? Since y is also constant, we are integrating with respect to x. So our constant of integration can be a function of y. So that's why I've written there psi1 of y. Let us go further. We will repeat the procedure for the second term. That means here we are integrating with respect to y now. Derivative of y, derivative with respect to y, and integration with respect to y will get cancelled to each other, and we will simply have phi. Let us integrate with respect to y, x raised to 4 constant. Integration of y cube is y raised to 4 by 4. Integration of y is y square by 2. Here I supposed to write psi 2 of x. Since when we integrate, we write a constant of integration, and we are integrating with respect to y. So the constant of integration can be function of x. So that's why I written psi 2 of x. So therefore, okay, actually we have got two different values of phi. So we will conclude using these two values. First of all, I will write a common part. Okay, what is a common between these two functions? This first term is common. So let me write, yes, x raised to 4, y raised to 4 by 4 plus. After writing, I have written the common part. So, okay, after that, the remaining part I will write. So here, after writing this one, x square by 2 is still remaining, and here in y square by 2 is still remaining, plus c. C is the constant of integration, okay. So this is phi we have got, okay. So this is required potential function. So the second part is over, find its potential function. Let us go for the third part, in which we have to find work done, okay. Make a screenshot of it, then we will go further. Okay, so let us discuss the last part, in which we find work done. So W is equal to integration P to Q. They have clearly mentioned the particle moves from P to Q, F bar dot dr bar. See, initially we have already proved F bar is conservative. That means line integral of F is independent on path. Okay, it depends only on endpoints. So the value of W depends on points P and Q. Okay, so let us go further. This is equal to integration from P to Q, F bar. Already we have proved it is del phi dot dr bar. Okay, so that what will happen? So this is integration P to Q. We will have d phi only. Okay, so its integration will be phi P to Q. So see, first we put upper limit, after that we put lower limit. So I should write phi here. Okay, so just let me write here. Okay, so what is our phi? So this is equal to, what is our phi? Phi is x raised to 4, y raised to 4 by 4 plus x square by 2 plus y square by 2 plus c. This is our phi. What is our point P? It is 1 comma 1, right? And what is our point Q? It is 2 comma 0. So it's not required now. Let me remove. So we'll have some more space to solve this problem. So this is equal to, now I am going to put upper limit, after that I will put lower limit. So when I put upper limit, at a place of x I have to put 2, at a place of y we have to write 0. So if I put those values here, y will be 0, so 0 we will have x square. So I am putting 2 here, 2 square is 4 by 2, y 0 plus c, minus I am putting lower limit. So that's why I have to put x is equal to 1 and y is also equal to 1. So we will have 1 by 4 here. If I put 1 here, 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 plus c. Let us simplify 4 by 2, 2 minus 1 by 4. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 will have 1. So because of this minus sign will get changed. Getting this plus c and this minus c will get cancelled to each other. Constants will get cancelled. So this is equal to 1, 2 minus 1, 1 minus 1 by 4. By solving it, we will have, by cross multiplying, we will have 3 by 4. So this is the required work done. Okay, so make a screenshot of it, then we will stop. Thank you. Bye bye.